Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I just wanted to show you a little new grow space that I have created in my office, mainly for storing the Phalaenopsis orchids now that summer's over and they can't be on the bathroom windowsill as easily. I wanted a spot where they got a little bit of light, so I just quickly put together this shelving unit and just sort of made some little grow shelves. It's not full yet. I say yet. There's a couple shelves down below, but I'm only actually working with these two right now. And I'm just lighting them with a couple T8 lights. I've had to close the blinds. As you can see, it's got a window behind it for natural light, but there was just too much backlighting for shooting the video. But my greenhouse is just a little bit too cold in the winter for my Phalaenopsis and other warm growing plants. So I wanted a little space for them. I'm not sure how this is actually going to sort of progress, and I don't know what exactly is going to come into here for the winter, but now I have a nice warm growing spot for my plants. This is just a tray of Phalaenopsis orchids. Lots of root growth since they have been in the house here. I brought them in last winter and they stayed in all spring and summer, and they've done a lot of good growing in here for the summertime. Trouble I was getting with them out in the greenhouse is they were getting a lot of cold damage, so I don't see really much on these plants here, but I'll just zoom you back out a little bit. But I'll show you a bit of cold damage after. This plant here I took down from the grow shelf just to make some space to show you some stuff. There's some cold damage from a previous growing season. Here is what it looked like growing in the house. A little bit of dust on the leaf, needs to get wash off. As I say, these just came out of the bathroom. But I can tell it's not any kind of bacterial infection or virus or anything like that, because the new growth is fine. It looks beautiful and healthy. So lots of new roots on these plants since they've been in here. This one was repotted in February this year, and all of this is new root growth since then. What else do we got up here? Here is my air plant from last week's video, doing the experiment with the apple in the bottom. So far, nothing, but it's here, has constant light, constant temperature, so that's good. This is a little collection here that you guys have not seen before. This is my Stapelia collection. I think that's how you pronounce it. They are more of a succulent plant. So I just got these this year. Some of them are starting to grow nicely, others are not growing yet. They just are taken from cuttings. You see some new growth on those ones. They have beautiful flowers on them. Like a lot of the beautiful flowers that I'm attracted to, these ones kind of smell like carrion or rotten meat. They use flies to actually pollinate them. But they grow into nice little succulent plants, and you can see lots of new growth starting on them. So a few different varieties there. A few more simple orchids. Nothing in this one yet, completely empty. I was thinking of putting some sundews in there. I have a bunch of sundews out in my temperate greenhouse outside that are going to need a place to live for the winter. I have a humidistat here. It is plugged into my humidifier here, which is on right now. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the steam coming out or the mist coming out. Kind of circulates up, gets caught by this fan, and kind of gets blown across. In the summertime, we have very, very dry weather. In the wintertime, we have very, very wet, humid weather here. So I don't know how much this is going to be needed, but I have it for now. Here is another phal hanging upside down, lots of roots on it. I shoved the Hoya back there as well. That's just a big Hoya carnosa. I thought I'd give it some space back there. A few more of my Phalaenopsis. You can see major cold damage on this guy, but if you look at the new leaves, they are just beautiful. So I know there's nothing really wrong with it. Lots of new roots coming out on these guys. Beautiful leaves on them, so that's nice. That's why they're not going back out to the greenhouse. Once I realized, you know, they grew this leaf this summer, and once I realized that they can grow this nicely in the house, it's obviously just my cold greenhouse conditions they don't like. This is a little warm chamber here. It has all my warmest growing phals in. So it's actually got a heat pad under it, and of course the dome keeps it nice and humid, and it's got some of my phals here. I'm going to turn that fan off, turn the dehumidifier off, because I just realized that that could be really affecting sound quality. So hopefully I haven't ruined the whole video there, and I discover it right at the very end. But this was given to me. It's a little sad right now. This is a Phal gigantea. A few other phals. Somebody was asking about my primary hybrid, the Dragon Tree Eagle. It has grown a little. Again, it hasn't liked the cold weather. There's some cold damage, but it's been in the house, so it's got some nice new leaves on it now. It's actually 3 plants in there now. It divided. A couple little kikis grow. And yeah, a few other little plants that just were suffering from the cold outside. Now starting to grow some nicer new leaves again. So I keep this. You can feel it's just a little bit warmer, a little bit more humid in there, and keeps everything just nice and warm. In the wintertime, this room does get a little bit cooler. Not cold, but not as warm. So these kind of trays are going to work great for me. I may end up getting a few more for some other heat-loving things. They'd be good for Lola and Nepenthes in there with the heat pad underneath. It's just nice and warm. So I'll close this back up. Good little containers. You can see a few spikes on stuff in there, so everything's liking it. But yeah, so that is just my, I think it's a 5-tier grow rack, although I didn't use all the shelves. I have 4 shelves plus a sort of top space if I need it. So 4-tier grow shelf for me. Just simple, nothing high-end, nothing fancy. These lights I got at Home Depot. They're just regular cool whites in there. But remember, it does have the window right there, so this room does get direct sun. Even in the winter it gets a little bit. In the summer it would get hot in here. I'd have to keep the blinds a little bit closed. Anyways, I hope you like this video. Gives you an idea for maybe your own grow space. Keeps all the plants nice and compact and together. And honestly, I did it so that my little 1-year-old isn't going to be getting into all the Phalaenopsis. It's high enough up that he's not going to be pulling them off the tables and the bathroom counters and stuff like that. Keep track of them all. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.